Hi.
Hi, everybody. We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dicefunctional Campaign 2. Where we last left the Neighborhood Watch, they had decided to take a nice little trip over to Girostela to enjoy a day at the carnival. The party decided that they wanted a nice little break from all the stress of the world, and when they were there, several conversations were had that were more than slightly important for the team. Namely, one, Castella got to have a nice date with their romantic partner, Vera. And two, Darius had a conversation with their spouse and decided that if they die one more time, they need to get the hell out of this team for the sake of her family. And while you were there, Granny did also get the opportunity to have a fortune told, which proved to be fairly accurate, including the idea of facing off against 12, perhaps actually 11 tyrants, which was another interesting show from the old fellow.
Is that what that meant?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys then went about going back to the carts, going back and resting for the rest of the day. When Castella and Vera had a nice little goodbye before they parted ways, which resulted in Kaz chasing after her through the mirror and spending the night at her place all the way in Elvedil. So let's pick up in Elvedil, not in Girostela.
Yeah, Jolly.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, what do you mean? All right, in that case, give me a moment while I move some things on the map and get the music going.
What do you want from me?
Why is there a voice? Stop! Shut the fuck up, you nerd. Let me correct this playlist, 'cause apparently this one has a voice. No singing in my songs for background music. How dare you?
I just think I had to roll a wisdom check because she didn't have her kleptomania check for a while.
It's not gonna steal
Look at
from
me.
her own people.
Had to steal
I
a
didn't-
heart instead.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
There we go. Much better. So, away from the rest of the team, in the city of Elbadil, we begin by looking in at a small, relatively cramped apartment, in what is effectively a suburb of Elbadil proper. The apartment is rather cramped and slightly clustered. There is not very much in here, save for some flowers that appear to be taken care of, and some paintings that have been hung upon the wall. It is sparse, it is loosely decorated, but it is also very, very much an example of Vera's personality. In the bedroom, two figures are under the covers, limbs wrapped together after a night of passion. And Castella, you would realize that you have effectively put yourself in a position where you are unable to get back to the rest of the team without alerting them to your current location. So I will now correct the map and put on 2 markers to show where one of you are and the rest of you are.
Hey, can you actually just put Kaz's face on that marker?
I could do that too. It'll take me a little bit, but I can do it.
I want a wanted poster that says "Wanted for gay sex crimes," and it has a big poster of Kaz.
Well, Jill, there's one way to do that.
Okay. It's hard out here, you know?
All
being
right,
the
I
resident meme
guess.
guy.
Bitch, you are the resident meme guy.
It's hard work, man.
That's what you get for being funny.
It's a fucking curse! I was cursed by a bog witch! To be a funny little guy.
Castella, you are coming to consciousness. You are very much aware of where you currently are and the state of the two of you.
Mhm.
What are you going to do?
I mean, I know I'm gonna contact them for sure. Which means I have to go to a train station. Right?
Yes, you would most likely need to go to a train station.
I did remember at least one thing. Aside from calling them. The painting I'm not aware of as a gift?
Yeah,
Is that hung
so
up?
there is a painting that is hung up in here that you were not aware of, but it does appear to have been something that was painted by your friend Tana at some point.
I guess she kind of just stares at it.
I think it was of the Chasm Bear's first date in the
Yeah.
park.
It was a painting that was that managed to be discreetly slipped into some flowers that Kaz then gave Vera. You will hear the creaking of floorboards behind you, and you'll see that Vera has grabbed hold of a blanket and is kind of holding it up to herself. It was a nice painting.
Do you know who painted this?
No, not really.
Vera, I didn't tell you earlier ago, but Tana passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. She seemed like a really nice person, and I'm sorry about that.
I didn't think this was the last thing she painted.
I found it slipped into the flowers you gave me.
She's always this chaotic. And she slipped that under my nose.
Vera will kind of walk closer to you and kind of just put her arms around you. I'm planning on keeping it, so don't worry. You can see it whenever you want to.
Oh shit! I forgot. I can't go back. Oh right.
What do you mean?
Well, the mirror, right? It's technically one way.
Oh.
Which means I have to
Call for a ride.
yeah,
Well,
Mm.
Could we like make it less awkward and like tell them that we're dating or something?
I mean, I don't think we can hide that mirror, I swear.
Oh. Well, I don't have a phone here. You'll have to
Yeah,
go to the train station.
that's fine. I can just head on over. Did you want me to pick up something before I go?
Oh, no, I'm okay. I've got what I need here. I went grocery shopping recently, but thank you.
All right. I mean, obviously, she dresses up
Yes, of
to
course.
go. Ah. I think before she leaves Vera's place, she does kind of peck her on the cheek. You know, as she goes.
Vera will definitely return that in kind.
Okay. I'll go to the
Just
train
keep-
station.
Just keep in contact, okay?
Don't worry, I will.
All right. Be safe. You will be able to make your way to the train station with relative ease and
Mhm.
find a telephone. Cost you a silver piece.
Okay.
The rest of the party. Who would be awake at about 8 o'clock in the morning? So Darius is one. I remember
Yes.
that part of
Fitz
Rod's
is early.
part of not Rod, Fitz. Fitz's story was that instead of being extremely late sleeping like Ro, you are extremely early. So Fitz is also likely awake. Granny, I imagine you're still sleeping over the hangover a little bit.
No, I got cured, remember? Lesser restoration.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Good point.
Fizzy did cure
The hangover
Brittany.
came early.
Yeah,
She's
that's
probably-
terrible, actually.
She's probably still kind of in bed, but gonna be getting up soon-ish, but probably not up yet.
Fizzy's more of a night owl, so she's asleep still.
Fizzy's asleep. Ignatius?
He's definitely up. Make sure to like brush Blues and all that stuff. But he also would not be. He would just ignore any phone or anything like that in the car.
Yeah, Ignatius is not going to snoop. Well, you guys are all up and doing varying tasks, and you will hear the telephone inside of the cart start to ring. Ignatius doesn't appear to be getting it. So that leaves one of you two.
Darius will grab it since she's used to doing it by this point.
Okay.
And she's usually the one who ends up talking on the phone in this group anyways.
Mm-hmm. Now go on, Cass.
Hello.
What?
Yes.
What? Why are you calling the cart?
Darius!
As?
Let's say I'm in Elbadil right now.
You're in Elbadil?
Yeah.
Fitz. Cass is in Elbadil.
Could you perhaps ask her why she's
Of
an
course.
Elbadil?
Why'd you end up in Elbadil last night? And Darius will hold the phone if Fitz wants to listen.
Do I have to answer through the fucking phone?
I think if you want Fitz to come get you, you'll probably have to answer.
Because I spent the night with Vera?
This is very good. I'm so happy to be talking to you this morning, Kaz. This is great.
I think this is the best thing for us since we found out Fitz's crush was a serial killer.
All right, don't have to bring that up. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, all right?
I said it was the best thing since. I mean, Kaz is doing the walk of shame.
You pick me up right now!
Oh, you need me to come get you from your girlfriend's house. Me. That you snuck off to in the middle of the night without telling anyone. I guess maybe I could come get you. Since you asked so kindly, gave me this on this beautiful morning. Thank you so much, Kaz.
You're just gonna rub it in, huh? I see.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm never letting this go. We're gonna be talking about this for years.
Hey Fitz, can you take the phone real quick? Me.
Oh, it's all over. There's Granny. She's telling everyone.
Oh, what is
They're-
it? I'm still.
They're all gonna know, Kaz.
I
Becca,
spent
please,
the night in Elbadoo.
Becca, please center my camera.
What? Oh,
Yeah, I sent you a message.
sorry. I'm enjoying
He's too
it.
busy paying attention.
She kind of wanders in. She's still a little undressed because she was just you know, she's like, what's up?
I spent the night in Elbadoo.
Ooh. Well, isn't that nice? Did you have fun?
And
She just called us to get a ride.
Very good.
Fitz is currently holding her hostage, I think.
you could go wait back at Vera's and I'll come pick you up there. If it'd be more comfortable for you.
You're lucky I'm not there to kill you right now.
I'm putting 30 locks on my door. Good luck getting in.
I'm behind 5 firewalls.
I guess maybe I could poke it on Vera and see how she's doing this morning instead of
No!
get you immediately.
Yeah.
She doesn't
see.
have a phone!
Oh no, I was talking about the mirror. I just poke in, tell her congrats, and hop on
Congrats.
up
Wait,
to get
shut
you.
You're gonna kill her from embarrassment?
No, it's a good thing. Happy for you. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy this a little. You know. In a technical sense, I am an older brother, so I do have to sort of needle this a little. But yeah, I guess I'll come pick you up if I must. Fitz will, without waiting for Cass to reply, Fitz will hang up the phone, and then immediately go to the mirror. And instead of going to Cass first, just for a quick second, is gonna peek in on Vera and go, "Hey, congrats," and then immediately jump.
So wait, did you jump into the mirror?
No, not into.
Or so like you're
Just
going to
poking in.
and then
like,
immediately
"Congrats."
snapping over to Kaz.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very cruel of you.
Leaps out of the mirror at Vera. Tackles her. It would just be like a koala, because Fitz wouldn't be able to take her down.
No. So you would be able to move over to Kaz's perspective very easily, and then travel through the mirror.
Been nice over here in Elbadil. Good
Don't
weather
give me
overnight,
that look.
I imagine. I imagine you weren't paying much attention to the weather, but just the constant just shit-eating grin as Fitz is doing the teleportation circle. Happy for you. I am truly happy for you. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy it a little.
You know, at least I talked to my crush instead of what you can't do.
That's, you know, that's kind of mean, what you've said. Mine is a serial killer, you understand that, correct?
Oh my god. You
There's a difference.
killed Borja! What do you mean?
I didn't do it, it was my ferret! I didn't do it!
Technically you casted the spell!
No!
If only think that would probably turn Hadrian on more. Let's be honest here.
I don't have to sit here and listen to this abuse. I could have left you here.
It's not abuse, it's the
It
fucking
is.
truth.
It is. It's bullying, actually. So.
Question, is the mirror still open to them?
A mirror closes behind you when you go through it.
That's what I thought. So we're just waiting for those two to come back.
Yes.
Well, you could open the mirror to look in on them if you wanted.
No. This needs to happen without interference. Darius was going to close the mirror if it was still open.
Yeah, so. Mine's serial killer, it's a bit different. Yeah,
How is that
really.
different?
Well, Vera is a lovely woman who has never done a crime.
And I have?
Yes, you've done a crime, but you're not a serial killer. It's different.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna point out the obvious that I killed a few people, especially the 2 dead bodies in our cart.
Shh. We gotta kind of sort of chill out a little bit about that. There are other people here. But you know what you're talking about, but that's different. It's different. We aren't hunting down people. We don't have a list. We don't have a list of people. Now, wait a minute.
What?
We're not. Oh, no, we're not. It's different. It's different. We're not serial killers. Serial killers. We're not.
You do realize he's killing cultists.
Yeah, but he's sort of like a wanted criminal.
That's what the government wants you to think.
I tend to listen to the government occasionally. Only
Oh,
occasionally.
okay, you're gonna let the government tell you you can't like this boy, huh?
Okay. Is that what we're doing?
Is Fitz doing the spell right now?
Yeah, Fitz is. The whole time this is happening, it's a minute of just this back and forth, very quick bickering.
All I'm gonna say is that we're not even entirely sure if we can even save this fucking country from this vampire, okay?
Yeah. And if you know, leave me alone. Stop bothering me. Quit it.
All I'm just saying is you probably should spend time with the person you like before this world fucking ends, okay?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Got my fingers in my ears, so busy. I'm a little busy actually. So I told Vera congratulations, by the way. So
Oh
she
my
might-
god, why?
As soon as the spell goes off and we're back in the cart, Fitz takes off. Dead sprint to his room. Gone.
And he's.
So how
I
much?
guess.
And you do hear about 6 locks.
How much did he tease you?
A lot. But doesn't mean I have ammunition to fight back.
Spoken like a true little sister. This is what having siblings is like, I think.
It is. I'm a middle child. Yeah.
I said it so confidently, having no siblings of my own, but I've seen a lot of siblings.
Oh, trust me. The amount of shit I got when I brought Bryn home. The place caught on fire 3 separate times.
Caught on fire? Like literally?
Listen. I may or may not have access to fire in a bottle at the time,
3 times?
and they were being rude.
3 times?
I have two siblings, and then my parent decided to get into it. The only one who didn't was my mom.
And they still let you live there after that?
Oh yeah, that's not the worst that's happened.
Oh man.
Wait, where's Ruben?
Ruben, last time I saw him was sitting in the kitchen, eating.
Eating what?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since last night. He was eating, I think, a raw potato last night.
You just let him eat a raw potato?
I thought he was just having a midnight snack.
Raw
I feel bad.
potato? Have you even ever eaten a raw
Ruben?
potato?
Yes, I have actually.
It's bad.
No, it's okay as long as you put some salt on it and clean the skin off.
We're gonna... Well, I'm sure you're hungry too, Kaz. Let's get you some proper meal.
I think Bren cooked this morning. There might still be something in there.
We'll see.
Kaz, quit glaring at us.
I'm just happy for you.
Oh my god. It's like saying, it's like the meme of congrats on the sex tape.
Congratulations.
I just had sex cake. I just had sex cake. That song.
I
just had
serve
sex.
you like
What's-
eggs and bacon, and the bacon there's like 20 strips of bacon. It says congrats on the sex.
Much like when someone hits a home run in a baseball game, you walk home and get slapped on the ass for doing a good job having sex.
Hold on.
Good job, bud.
Is Ruben still in the kitchen?
Yes, making your way into the kitchen, you see that the pan of scrambled eggs and strips of bacon has a white chimpanzee, a white monkey over it that has feasted on all the scrambled eggs and is now moving on to the bacon and has eaten 2 of the 3 strips that were left.
Motherfucker. You just got an endless pit, don't you? Get away from me. I'll be in the bacon.
You don't even need to eat.
Leave some bacon for the rest of us. God. Hasn't
You
Kaz
might
taught you
have
any
heard of-
manners?
He bit a hole through the loaf of bread.
He didn't even eat all the bread. He just bit it. You gotta
I'm gonna
teach.
tunnel through it. I don't.
You gotta teach him some manners.
I think he also took a bite out of all the fruit that was in here.
Just a single bite.
But he's like a tiny monkey, so it's not that big of a bite, but
But it's still a bite, very clearly.
Well, if you cut around it, I guess you don't get monkey germs. Fine.
Ruben, I'm sorry.
I think he's mad you ditched him a whole night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
you're gonna turn him evil. Is that what you want?
No.
Ruben, what are you looking for? I think your monkey's broke.
I'm not sure what that means, honestly.
Yeah, Ruben, do you want to go play with a small child?
Do you really want this?
Ruben just looks at you and silently shakes his head no.
You really want Ruben near your child?
To be fair, we usually leave the child with the dog.
Okay, but the dog is not a monkey who is also a demon.
I don't know what that dog did before we got it.
How many times have you been a mother?
Just once.
You're not very
be
good.
No. No, I'm not. Bren is the attentive parent. I'm kind of the breadwinner.
Okay, well, breadwinner's still gotta know how to take care of the child at least a little bit.
I do. I know how to clean her. I know how to change her diaper, feed her, read to her, play with her. She needs to learn things about the world.
She's 2. She's not gonna
Yes, and
remember
she can
any
already-
of this.
Yes, and she can already change the color of her hair on her own.
That's great. She's not gonna remember any of the lessons you teach her about the world at age 2.
You don't know that.
I do.
Have you been a mother?
Oh, God, no.
Then you don't know.
I've seen a lot of children in my life. I've watched a fair number of them grow up. I wasn't around for 40 years. You do not want me with a child. You do not give me that. There's a reason I was never a mother. It's because I was never any good at it.
She's a good girl.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
She'll just pull your hair and babble at you for like 5 hours.
Well, if she can reach, good luck. But they're trying to reach my hair.
What a headache.
It's.
Have you ever?
Sorry.
2-year-olds will do that just because it's
Sorry,
a texture.
that was Connor talking. I don't like.
I know.
don't like kids.
To be fair, I've had more cats chew on my hair than kids, so you know.
At least when a cat does it, it's funny.
No, it's not. It feels weird.
Yeah. The cat's cleaner than the child. I'm sure of it.
Depends on the child.
Depends on the cat.
Depends on the
No.
parent. Wash your fucking baby, huh?
So,
Kaz,
you
this
guys
is
are
the
now reunited.
implications
You
of
are.
sex.
I know where babies come
I
from.
don't think she has to worry about that right now. I'm pretty sure. Like 90% sure.
Well-meaning parent to a gay child. We gotta make sure you're on birth control. I don't think you know how this works.
I'm not sure what would be funnier. Someone saying that to their lesbian daughter or their gay son.
To be fair, Darius's wife also helped her create this, so in her mind,
Well,
she's
yes, that's different.
Your wife is a changeling.
like, we don't know anything about Vera.
That's why it's only 90%. The 10% is for all the other situations. But we're like fairly confident.
My God.
But
Gay couple's
Darius-
like, we may not be able to, but mark my words, we'll keep trying.
Gay D&D.
Darius will quit holding her child like this, by the way. She will hold it properly. She's
No,
not a
Darius
horrible
is-
mother.
Darius is holding the baby like Chris Hemsworth.
No,
Um,
no.
Just by one leg.
Darius would not do that.
Yeah, I gotta be at
She
least a year
would
older.
leave it. She would leave it alone to
No.
play with Ruben.
Mhm.
Again, bad idea.
I also love how you're like, yeah, I'll leave it alone, I guess. I'll just leave it over there with the monkey. I don't know.
We're in a cart where that she cannot get hurt. It will be fine.
And in fairness, 2-year-olds are not really known to just suddenly die.
Also, 2-year-olds are fucking resilient. Have you ever watched a kid hit a goddamn wall and then get back up?
Thing is,
All the
if a baby hits a wall, you gotta not react.
Yeah.
That's exactly
If a
what I was
baby
gonna
hits a
say.
wall and you go, oh, then they're gonna start crying. But if you go, then they're gonna be like,
You go,
That's
"You're
how I-
fine."
concussion.
They go,
That's how I got.
"Okay."
That's how I got so good at taking impacts.
Like, you're
Okay.
good. Get up.
She's 2. I will be fine. There's nothing in this cart that could truly hurt her.
Hard cut to Ruben suplexing your baby.
I don't think Ruben's strong enough yet.
It's too small.
That's what makes
But-
it funnier, though.
You have all the weapons and chemicals and things like that in various parts of the card.
Those doors are shut and locked. Darius is not a reckless mother.
So, conversations about reckless parenthood aside, at this
And get
point,
sex.
and gay sex. I will say that at this point it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. You guys are still in the idyllic town of Girostela. Are there any things you want to do in the town itself, or do you guys want to try and get the get on the road or get the ball rolling?
I mean, I got my stuff yesterday, so.
You still need to put the ore through the mirror. For
I
your
do.
sibling.
I do have to contact sibling. I do.
Can I bring food from the circus for travel?
I will be
Yeah,
back.
it won't last long, but you can. You can
Well,
get some food.
It's
You
fresh
know my
food.
mother
I don't
just
want to keep
contacted me
eating
by email.
hard
I will
food.
be right back.
Fair enough.
I was also gonna suggest if Kaz wanted to go say bye to her parents like when those like before we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I
Papa
come
wants
with?
to go.
Why?
We need to
I-
tell
I
them the
didn't
good
see-
news. I'm kidding.
How about-
I'm kidding.
shut
I'm
the
kidding.
fuck
I'm
up.
kidding. I'm kidding.
No! I am going by myself to see my
I'm
moms. Okay?
kidding. It was a joke.
Fits. Daris will just press her glass. Oh god, what's it called? The glass. the
Amulet,
thing
I
that
believe?
It's
Period.
what lets her turn in. Period. It's what lets her turn invisible. She'll just press it into Fitz's hand. This is not my job to do. It's yours.
Half an hour later, hey, Bryn, you remember that conversation about how if I died again I'd retire?
Let's just keep that in mind. Let's just really think about that today.
I can't
the-
believe that this session's gonna have PvP in it.
About to at this point.
So it has the
No.
glass this is the glass medallion.
Okay.
Fitz won't actually follow Kaz. He won't.
You have to message me if you're lying. Right?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Fitz will not
Okay.
follow Kaz. He will wait the appropriate amount of time until he realizes that she's probably talking to her parents, and then open the
Thank
mirror
God.
and go, "Congrats on the sex, by the way," and then
Oh,
head out. And then put 6 more locks on his bedroom door.
I feel like at this point, Fizzy must be awake to hear all of
Oh
this.
yeah, for sure.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I heard, but I'm sure.
As he's half awake, carrying an oar to the mirror. What's going on?
You know, as Fitz is installing the locks, Ignatius would point out, I've seen her work and I think that it will only buy you about a minute of time.
Yeah, well, a minute's really all I need. Teleportation circle out of here. I'll use every spell in my arsenal to get out of here. It gives me
Minute
time to
all-
set up traps.
A minute's all I need. Fits.
Alright. Okay.
That's what he said.
Alright.
Oh,
You're next, buddy.
oh, dude.
You're next.
Ouch.
Huh?
What?
That fucking. Your time will come. And I'll fucking end your life, dude.
I'm married with a child. How can you embarrass me?
Bold of you to think I mean your character. Your time will come. And I'll end your life. Your
So-
life ends in 6 months.
Kaz will be able to pick up some fresh food from the carnival, have a nice conversation with their parents, which is then rudely interrupted by Fitz, leading to an even longer conversation about your new girlfriends.
No. That was an illusion. I'm sure that was an illusion.
And unfortunately, by the time you're finally done, it will be 10 o'clock in the morning. At that point, you'll finally be able to get back to the cart.
Fitz?
Where's Fitz?
Do you want to write your will and testimony now, or
I've written that ages ago. I'm gonna put more locks, actually.
okay? Kaz, welcome back. What's up?
Where's Fitz?
I don't know. Do you want to hold a baby instead of trying to kill someone?
You can't keep using your child as a weapon.
That is half the point of having a child, is to defuse situations. The other half is an ultimate act of love and kindness and wanting to see your existence in the world. I want you to know Darius is 100% fucking with you.
Uh-huh.
Quick question. Does the mirror work through the rooms in the cart?
No one's tried.
All those locks there.
Fitz has now locked himself in his room with Cal.
In fact, no one has tried that.
Uh,
I think Fizzy's still on the mirror.
yeah, I think.
I will wait
yes.
for Fizzy then.
Busy.
Like, as soon as this phone call ends.
I am not participating in whatever bullshit is going on over there. I am doing my own thing. Y'all.
Can you remind? Is it Zunmyan?
Yes.
That was okay. Excellent.
Zuni.
You will see that Zuni has sprawled themselves out on a rock, and is just like in the most awkward way of sleeping you've ever seen. Like
That's
arms
not-
are just like contorted.
Makes sense. Not out of the.
No, they are still very much on the island.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, get up, get up, get up.
All right, what is it? Oh, it's Bean. No, okay, she doesn't like that, dear.
Here, she like poke it through the mirror. You asked for this, you get it.
Oh,
Now come help.
all right. Okay, I can make my way over there. Where am I going?
I don't know really. Just get to the mainland and then we'll figure it out from there.
All right.
How long will it take you?
Probably a week, I think.
Okay, I'll get to you in a week. Don't worry, I'll find you.
Got it. Got
Okay,
it.
Now go. You need to get
Okay,
wake up.
I'm fine.
I know you like sleeping, but get up. Okay. You should shut off the mirror.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna like relax on the couch.
That's doable. Do you want to find out if the mirror works inside the cart?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not.
We will be at Fitz's perspective. You have holed yourself up inside of your room. You barricaded the door with the bed to make sure that no one comes through. And then you see a rift open up inside of your room, and there's Kaz on the other side of it.
Fitz!
No.
Walks through the portal. You didn't think that locking it will it?
Listen, it's all a good fun, you know? Just trying to get me back another time. Just maybe. Just.
I cast
You-
silence in the bedroom.
It's this holding frog, and it's just looking at you like,
The Don't do this.
Fitz uses frog like Darius uses her child.
Can't hear you,
You
buddy.
wouldn't hurt a warlock in front of his familiar, would you?
You try saying that and nothing comes out of your mouth.
The mirror is closed behind them.
Yes.
Darius looks at Granny and goes, should we...
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to try to open the door, or do you want to just open the mirror?
Let's just open the mirror. No one fits. We're not gonna get through the door quick enough. Okay.
I have knock, but sure.
Technically, knock would only work on one lock at a time.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Because
also
it
wouldn't work
removes
on the
a
barricaded
magical
door.
effect. Technically, it
Cody's
would work on
100%
the
correct,
bed.
actually.
Technically, it would work on the bed. It would push the bed back so you could
Yeah.
open the door.
Yeah, the bed
But
wouldn't be a problem. The rest of the
it
locks would be.
removes, but knock removes a mundane or magical thing preventing
it-
access.
To know. Okay, let's open the mirror.
Yeah.
What do we see when we open the mirror, Kaz?
Go ahead, buddy.
Have you ever seen a woman trying to strangle a twig?
Alright, break it up.
In dead silence. Just
Granny, I'm letting you deal with that. I'm
Yeah,
not.
before entering, she's like, alright, break it up so that you can actually hear her, and then she goes,
No, you can't.
well,
The bubble of silence, they can't hear anything.
I don't have the spell of any kind.
Nope, you don't.
So she just goes in and, not in a panic, but kind of leisurely, it just goes in and is like, alright. Well, silently. Alright.
Just pulls them apart.
It's Kaz, can you, you know what?
Fine. I turn it off.
Thank you. You feel better now that you've half strangled Fitz to death?
No, not yet.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to ask you to take less lethal measures to get your revenge.
I think that perhaps that was a bit of an overreaction.
Oh,
I think that
you don't, my parents.
Alright! Don't hide behind
Vince
me.
is fully grabbed Granny behind the shoulders, like, help!
You can't. Don't tease her if you can't take a punch. Jeez.
He's strong! But I never got to do this, because I had an older brother, and I will take every opportunity I get. Thank you. But I don't like the consequences. I never tried to strangle my brother to death.
Isn't your brother, like, really strong?
Yes, and that's why I never tried to strangle him to death, because he was stronger than me.
He was stronger than you with even one arm.
Absolutely!
Look at him.
Yes! Like a wet rat.
Aw, he'll be fine. It's not like he's the first person that I try to fight with.
Are there bruises around Fitz's neck?
I'm delicate.
Gosh.
I bruise easily.
Alright, well, that's enough teasing, I think.
Could you not try not to strangle our teammates? Thank you. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we do need everyone in
What?
top
But-
shape.
Like, if we're gonna do all the stuff that we need to do, we kind of need everyone. And Vince
So-
is like transportation also. And,
But
like,
presumably, it's all of them in the room with like the mirror open and fizzy, and Ignatius is the only one's on the outside. It's like, so is the room large enough for you to move the bed out of the way so all of you can get out?
Yeah, let's move the bed. Come on.
Yeah.
Like everyone's shuffling against the wall.
Eventually, you all will unbarricade yourselves from Fitz's room. Um, so, I know that you guys have a bit of a to-do list. A few things have been knocked off of it.
Or
Yeah, you got the ore. So what would you guys like to do?
We got the we rescued Shay.
We forgot about the corpses.
We have forgotten about the corpses. Jolly had a really good idea out of game. We need to figure out how to get it in game and make it make sense.
Go on.
Jolly's idea was to look for one of the fountains, like we used to cure Fitz, except for.
Just say that Fitz got injured as a thing of correlating of healing with the fountain.
Well,
Something
last,
like that.
last time, Avco, last time you used the book to locate the fountain, so you could probably use the same method and request a fountain of regeneration or something
we have
of the
a
sort.
mirror.
We do have the mirror, but we don't know
Yeah.
where it's at, and we don't know if saying fountain of regeneration would work.
I mean, we can try.
There's no consequences of asking the mirror.
And you also don't know if the area around it prevents teleportation.
I'm sorry. I'm just mystified looking at Houdini right now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I had a horrible dream last night about my cats, and seeing a cat right now is
Houdini's
very
a funny little.
important.
Houdini's a funny little beast.
He looks so cozy.
And so
And
angry.
so angry. Angry all the time.
But yeah,
But-
so you guys really can go about it one of two ways. You could ask the book for exact information, or you could use the mirror, and kind of try to blindly stumble and figure and like piece things out. It's really up to you.
We zoom
I
out.
was, yeah, we zoom out like we have been doing.
Because we can also do, we can do the mirror, zoom out, and use the book to find information on the area.
You could do that.
So we don't have
Yeah.
to do as much blood
Hmm.
on the book because we have more information. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because we would have
Okay.
to get more blood. Sorry, Jolly. Go ahead.
No, I mean, like, yeah, okay, let's just do
I
it
was
then.
agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what exactly are you going to inquire from the mirror? The way fountain of regeneration, I'm assuming?
Regeneration would probably make the most sense to try to find us the one we want. Because I don't know a better word for it, because we'd be looking specifically for something that could grow limbs.
So yeah, no, regeneration is what you're looking for.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the other option is we give a little bit of blood to the book to ask if there is a fountain that can regenerate limbs, what it's called.
That's true too.
Let's start with the fountain on the mirror, just because it doesn't cost us anything.
It would just help make us sure it's the right one.
Also, hold on. Ooh, 15 for today. Anyway.
Show us the fountain.
Okay. So, as you go to the mirror, you ask to see the way fountain of regeneration. You will see what looks like an area that has these kind of like pastel, almost like pinkish colored sands around it. A majority of it is almost perfectly flat. There are occasionally some very faint dunes that have appeared from the wind itself, but also some strange patterns in the sand itself, where it looks like something things have taken off or landed. And at the center of it, there is what looks to be a very large, picturesque fountain of a sorts. There is this kind of crystalline material that has begun growing up around the edges, and a flat platform at the very center of it. But you can also see that there is what looks to be a form a little ways off that looks large and reptilian of some sort. Zooming out further and further, you'll see that this is effectively a patch of beautiful glittering sand at the very center of a very large, very desolate continent. The continent itself is very much snowbound and icy, and it appears to be on the southern edge of the map. So it is basically like all the way down south.
The equivalent of the
Pole.
Antarctic.
Yep.
Fantasy
South Pole.
Antarctica.
Yeah, but
And
it is on this plane of existence.
and the further out you zoom, you will keep catching the occasional glimpse of reptilian creatures flying around this area.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully none of those have any relation to the dragon that caused the injuries in the first place.
I would hope not. But that does make this a potentially dangerous trip.
We could use the mirror to perhaps get closer to one of the reptilian things. See if it can speak, and perhaps we could ask if we could use the fountain.
If-
Never hurts.
If with permission.
Worth a
Yes.
shot. There was one that was kind of close to it.
Yeah, well,
My-
it's the reptile.
It might be best, like, as you're saying, you start saying, and Ignatius is just gonna grab Fitz and Fizzy and drag them out of view of the mirror. Just in case if there's communication about what we look like as the other dragon saw the three of us.
The dragon never saw me. The dragon saw the other two, and their dragon never saw me.
Definitely
Ignatius
saw
doesn't
me.
know that.
Yeah. I was very well hidden, to be fair. I will.
Yeah.
I was not, and I will take the advice.
Better
Yeah,
safe
that
than
yeah,
technically
yeah, I know.
speaking, it would be metagaming knowing that you were not seen.
No, I
It's-
mean,
So-
she knows she was hidden, but yeah, that's fair. No, she'll
Yeah.
like listen. She'll listen, but listen, she fully
Um,
believes Pass Without a Trace hides her very well.
It does.
Darius, you use the mirror to get closer to the actual dragon itself, and you will see that you are looking at a shorter snouted one that has some very odd markings near its face. You see that there's almost like these kind of like lines or slits that are around the actual lower mouth. It's a little odd. Coloration wise, it resembles something like a red dragon. But there is an odd muddying to it all.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, good, you speak. The ones at the last one didn't.
Oh yes, I speak your tongue.
So are you just, like, guarding the fountain, or...
No, I'm seeing my children. They will come here to lay their eggs and show me my new spawn.
You have children?
Yes, many.
Would they care if we go around you and use that fountain behind you?
I'd imagine so. It is, after all, where their children and their children will be born.
We don't intend to take it. Just use it and then leave.
Well, maybe. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have you pop by.
Can I get an insight check?
We want snackies for the babies.
Yeah, that's my fear. I'm not rolling physical dice today because I'm too lazy to take them out.
Let me just.
Natural 20, -1 going forward.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
2 pieces of information then. One, definitely trying to size you up for a snack. 2, this dragon is definitely a lot older than they're letting on, and you have a hunch that they have changed their form to not look as old as they actually are.
I would know. Deus knows this, but I cannot remember. What is the full name of Fitz's patron?
The full name of Fitz's patron,
My patient.
my patient, will be Musianawa the Opalescent.
Now, you know, I have a friend who you might know. Have you ever heard of Musia? I'm assuming Deus
Musianawa.
says it.
Yeah,
Not happening.
Musianawa.
Museum.
Jess isn't saying that, Connor. I'm so sorry.
I know, buddy. I know.
Listen, I see Polish names and my brain short circuits.
Damn Pole. No, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Nah. It is a difficult to say word. That is intentional.
Muni, whatever the fuck, the opalescent. That's me saying it, not Deus.
Yes, I would say I'm familiar with the name.
I think he'd be rather disappointed if we came there and weren't greeted kindly.
Oh, no. It'd be so tragic if he was disappointed in me.
It's sarcasm as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Deus is gonna look over at Fitz and go,
Tell me, little brother has gotten himself a new follower, hasn't he?
little brother,
Yes.
you know you're not good at hiding who you are with that.
I only wish to appear younger. After all, a woman doesn't necessarily want to show her age.
Hey, real quick, out of character, who the fuck is this?
I imagine the god of chromatic dragons.
Probably.
Fitz would know them as Savara the Many-Colored.
If you wanted to double check, you could close the mirror and then search for Savara.
One moment. Sapphire the video. Hey again. Just checking my caller ID, sorry.
I cannot remember this, but Deus is gonna pretend she remembers. You wouldn't happen to know of a bronze dragon type that's causing havoc up this way, do you?
Can't say I'm too familiar. No. And as she's talking now, she's starting to kind of let the illusion around herself drop further. And you see now it is not a relatively small dragon that is looking down at the small rift. It is a mountain-sized dragon that has an eye looking at the rift.
Yeah, that figures. That
And
checks.
you will see coloration-wise, she is red towards the front, but along her long serpentine neck, it's almost like a corona-like mane of colors that are branching out. Like this beautiful rainbow-like blinding sun of every color you could imagine. It is gorgeous and hard to look at.
1 second. it. Give me. Okay, she's smarter than that.
Damn, baby, you sing.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. Darius is looking
Oh.
at a dragon that is incredibly old that has heart plates right in front of her.
If you stick your hand through the mirror, the whole of you goes.
You can't get it back.
Why do you think I did a wisdom check? It was to see if Darius would be impulsive enough to do that.
I sticky my hand in the mirror.
And you wonder why you're always in danger.
Oh yeah, no, Darius knows why she's in danger. Brennan's the more intelligent of the two. Don't ever mistake that.
Sorry, B just walked by with a toy in her mouth, and I was like, baby.
I just heard her.
Yeah.
She wants to play. Bring it here.
Hey, someone else who has more ideas than me, if someone else wants to get into this conversation, I'm running out of things to think about.
So about that fountain.
Off to the side, Fitz is gonna kind of. He doesn't have to lean down, but he's gonna lean into the sword and be like, is this a bad idea? Is this bad, or is she... I know we talked about your siblings weren't, like, necessarily the coolest around.
No, not necessarily. You're... As long as you watch your tongue around her, you should be okay.
Cool. Everyone be really respectful, please.
Oh, of course. Ma'am. How do you feel about, the offspring of your more metallic sibling?
You mean my elder brother's
Yeah.
children?
Like, yeah. You want good terms? Bad terms? Want to get back at him a little bit?
Indifferent.
Different?
They are his spawn. Mine are the most beautiful, loveliest of colors.
Yes, I can see some of them flying around. They are quite gorgeous, if I do say so. Okay.
Fitz. Darius will step out of frame real quick. The dragon that we saw the man with the green sword with, would that be one of hers or someone else's?
Likely hers, I imagine. It seemed a metallic or gem. But I also don't really know if bringing up like a problem child is like a great... I'm so nervous.
Listen, it's a chance. Worst case scenario, we can't use this fountain and we move on.
Well, I was gonna suggest, so if that plan probably wasn't gonna work. Is there any way that we could get you to use the fountain, just for us to use the fountain just once, and have you guys not eat us? Like a favor we can do for you, or we can, you know.
There haven't been any interlopers to come to my territory in at least 30 years.
30.
If you would like to use my fountain. Well, I would like some kind of treasure.
An offering, a gift, of course, for one as lovely as yourself.
Yeah. A gift.
What are you thinking? You want like a crown jewel or a shiny?
Oh, it would be very gaudy of me to just request something from you all.
But I feel we're
No, it would be much better to see what you all believe I deserve.
It usually works better when we know a little bit more about you. If you're at a little of a disadvantage there, like what you
I'm
like.
the greatest of my siblings.
Of course.
Excuse me. Allow us some time to think on what would be a worthy gift for you, if we may.
Yes, I can
And
do so.
And Delos will cut the connection for now.
This is absolutely a trick.
As you go to cut the image, you will see that it halts part way and then opens back up.
Huh?
And she's still staring back into the mirror.
Oh, that's new.
I didn't say you got to leave yet.
Oh,
I thought
pardon.
that when I asked. The misunderstanding,
Pardon our
communication
rudeness.
differences.
Yes, rudeness.
If we may take our leave.
Wait.
Oh.
Pardon me, your resplendence.
Warlock. Yes.
Hello. Lovely to meet you. I'm absolutely enamored with your coloring and your beauty. I am so honored at your confidence that we could find something that your caliber deserves. But we're simply mortals muddying our feet in the waters we don't quite understand. So perhaps a hint for some lowly fools begging a favor from someone like you.
You bear my brother as a weapon. You speak to me through a tool made by those upstarts that decided to intrude into our denizen, our world. You're more than just muddying your feet in waters you don't understand. You are much more than just puny mortals. It would be ridiculous to simply assume that you don't have the creativity to come up with something. You can go now, though, if you'd like.
I'm honored by your confidence in us.
And you will see that the mirror cracks once across it as it closes up.
Hey, rude.
It still appears to work.
Does she know that's 7 years of bad luck?
That's
Bless you! Ah! So much is happening!
Fun fact, it will still work. Don't worry. This is the out of character warning. You need to be careful about who you talk to with this thing, because it's not unbreakable.
We can't just go like, show me God.
Yeah, don't just
Take
go
me to
show me
God.
God,
To
because
be
if it
fair,
goes wrong, it's gonna go wrong.
I will point out, I understand the warning, but I will point out, we could not have known that.
Nope.
That's why it's a
No.
warning.
That's why
That's
it's a
why
warning.
it still works.
Come on
it's
now.
a warning.
Also, can I just say, I did shit it in my drawers when she said, no, don't come back. I said, that's new. I was saying that
I mean,
before.
it is a god. It is like
basically
basically a
God.
god.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, I get it.
The second she lets us close the mirror, Darius is just gonna go, Muni, what the fuck?
It was really scary.
That is my sister.
She's
Yeah, we
kind of
can't use
scary.
that fountain. I'm gonna point that out. We're not gonna be able to use that fountain.
Is there
I mean-
anybody that could use regen as a spell?
Not yet. Eventually.
As he can after some time.
I was
Well, can anybody aside from us can cast regen?
Oh, I'm sure we could find a high-level
It's gotta be
cleric
someone
or a high-level druid.
it would have to be someone quite powerful.
Because I'm getting up there, but I still have a bit. I still have to get to that.
In
I mean-
fairness, my sister is not one to lie. If you could find something valuable enough, she would absolutely let you in.
Yeah.
He cares about her children, right?
She cares greatly about her children, yes.
If that blue dragon is being used against his will or her will, would that be a worthy enough gift if we manage to help it?
I couldn't say. Ordinarily, when she asks for a gift or asks for someone to give her a gift, it is something physical. Something she can take.
That's not really an option right now. That whole option is not an option, I don't think.
Well, we do have a friend in a rather royal place.
Yeah.
Do we really want to use it for that, though?
I mean, this isn't illegal.
There will be plenty of time to consider it, as Dragon's perception of time is a lot different from ours.
I don't think it's something we need to worry about right now, like today. I think it's something that maybe we worry about later, because there are other things that are bigger, that are more.
It's something to keep an eye out for, because Addam is in a stable condition for now. Was really hoping we could have leveraged the whole help us and we'll get back at your older brother, blah blah blah, but she didn't care. But so we do have time, and this is not priority, but
It's on the list. But it's not at the top of the list. Just why are you?
Jess is stopping themselves from laughing?
I'm so confused.
Darius will just simply say, you know, it's a shame we have that sleeping body in the other room. It's a shame that would not work on a dragon. That would make our lives so much easier.
Oh, that's horrible.
We don't know that it won't work.
I don't.
However, you also don't know what sort of thing is causing that, and if that would give some other entity power.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
That's why I'm laughing.
no.
I want to help Adam, but I also don't. I also know we have other bigger things to worry about.
We've still got dragon that's ravaging Margreen, and an ancient vampire.
As dark as this is, I imagine that the ravaging of Magrin has stopped.
We could check.
Seeing as the person the dragon was sort of after is no longer there.
As long as it's not able to track us. it is not an immediate threat, and I doubt it will simply blindly ravage cities, as that is how you get everybody against you, no matter how powerful you are.
I don't know. Then again, it very well could do that. With the way it acted and seemed, it was big. It was sort of never. It looked as if it never been challenged before.
Okay. The mirror is great. The mirror, don't get me wrong, the mirror is great. But sometimes you need to look on people and they need to not know you're looking on them. There are ways of doing that. I need to go buy a mirror. A very expensive mirror. Or a crystal ball or something. A crystal ball, actually.
If you're talking about scrying, there's still a chance someone could see it.
Much less of a chance than a big rift.
And you also wouldn't know who.
It was,
Yes.
exactly.
Nothing is infallible.
True. I'm just saying chances are different. Because a big rift, with someone standing in front of it, you can see the person, as opposed to scrying, which is less, and it's more useful in other ways.
Fizzy, how much is this expensive item you want?
A lot.
Out of character, I just looked it up to remember. It's 1,000
1,000.
gold.
I know.
Yes.
I'm very aware of that.
Ugh.
Oh, you got the cash.
Yeah, it's like
I can't judge you. I want legend lore, but still.
And also, I will point out, Fizzy doesn't spend money.
Yeah.
No. I am the primary money spender
Yeah,
because
you're the Rudy this time. I'm not the Rudy.
I'm a
this time.
pseudo warlock. I'm a pseudo wizard.
Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
Rudy this time. I'm not the Rudy this time.
It's, wizards are the most expensive class, and clerics are the second most expensive.
Druid are fine. Druid don't actually have that many. It's like
It's a
the most
handful.
it's scrying and then like a couple other things. And like
Yeah.
obviously the like raising dead stuff.
Yeah. It's because clerics cost more than druids because druids have expensive components but rarely consume them. Most of the high level cleric spells consume their components.
Yeah, so
Same as bards, actually.
I don't
But
use money, so
as you guys are now aware of the unique situation, we'll take a quick break, 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll be right back.
And we're back.
So
Chris has been having a lot of issues with e-penis.
Mm-hmm.
e-penis,
E-penis.
I mean, never mind.
e-penis,
Nope.
internet
In the
penis.
stripped club,
Straight
straight up
jorking
jorking it.
I hate that meme has corrupt us.
I don't. I love that I sent it to Jill and immediately knew what it would do.
And by it, well, let's just say my
My
penis.
Why are you talking about us? It's you.
So, you guys have a little bit more information on the whole,
The whole.
The whole
way shrine of regeneration situation.
I mean, Kaz certainly has more information about the whole.
Okay.
Hey, yo, right.
Whoa, okay, alright.
This
Let's keep
is
this
a
PG.
Christian straight.
We are live.
Oh, it isn't. Beth is an
the
atheist
opposite
stream.
of a Christian.
Oh God.
Am I
Um,
good Christian Minecraft server?
I'm so sorry. You guys set me up so beautifully for that. I couldn't help it.
I can't believe this.
So, you guys have found out a little bit more about the way shrine of regeneration, and you're aware of who makes it home now, but it is certainly an option. So, did you guys want to actually physically go to Magreen to check on it?
Huh?
I figured we'd use the mirror real quick to just get an overview.
But that is largely up to you guys. So, looking through the mirror, allow me to pull up the. Oh, hello, Bean. Why are you staring at my phone, Bean?
You got games on your
Alright.
phone?
It's me.
You got
She,
games?
she thinks I have games on my phone. I think.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I got distracted by my cat who's currently on the desk. Um, so, using the mirror to get a look at Magreen, you will see that a pretty large swath of the actual town itself is well and truly destroyed. No signs of the dragon being present here any longer, which is good, but most of the docks have actually been ruined. Now, little more than cinder and ash floating in the actual ocean itself. Um, Basically, to pull up the Magreen map, I have loosely circled where the destruction has most affected the town. If you guys wait for a moment, it will load.
Yeah.
Let's see. While that is loading, you can see that the rails and the train station itself has been, if it was damaged, it has been quickly fixed so that it would be able to be operational. A train does appear to be going through here periodically, though it seems to be at a much more reduced rate than normal. You'll see that the rubble that takes up a majority of the coastal edge of the town, there are numerous people beginning to make their way through it, picking out what they can, finding any individuals who are still harmed, who are still trapped. It looks like the military has been called in to effectively begin acting as a rescue service for anyone who is present here, and setting up loose watches to try and keep an eye out for the dragon, just to the bad chance that it does manage to come back. It's hard to estimate the number of people who have been killed simply through the mirror itself. You could assume it's likely to be a fairly sizable number, but to put an exact figure to it, you don't think you could manage to do so without being present. There are very clearly what look to be food lines. There are people who are setting up improvised shelters, tents, really. And there are what appear to be people who have set up lines to start trying to find missing people. Taking descriptions, writing them down, and then proceeding from there. Magreen is in ruins, but still trying to pick itself back up.
Not the hotel that is operated by the cave bears.
Yes, the hotel is also ruined, unfortunately.
No more hotel.
Hotel.
No sign of the bird. No sign of the Aarakocra.
Oh, no. This is homophobic, Connor.
I gotta kill the gays eventually.
No.
Oh my god!
No.
Wrong.
No.
You did when you killed Darius.
That's fair. I did. Is there anything in particular you're looking to see in Magreen out of curiosity?
I was just making sure it wasn't completely burnt to the ground. Personally.
Not to the ground, no, but it is not in a good state.
Does it seem like the dragon kind of stopped attacking indiscriminately after we extradited Addam?
The damage doesn't appear to have spread so much further since what you saw. It certainly looks different, and there are definitely fires that spread, yes. But the damage from the dragon effectively cannonballing itself through buildings, that does not look like it happened much further past that point. So, yeah, it lost track of Addam and then left to try and find him.
Did the Blue Cloaks eventually, or at least helping Magreen citizens?
So you would see that there are at least a handful of blue cloaks that have set themselves up at a table to take descriptions for people who are missing and attempt to search for them. You will also note that a scruffy-looking detective that you are familiar with has also set up a table along with them, taking down descriptions and trying to search for people who are missing.
Okay, hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'm glad Tatsuna's okay.
yeah.
You remember he did live in the adjoining town, but still, that was close enough to be a concern. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of devastation.
Mm-hmm.
Was not our intention, but
You know,
Die.
that brings me to one question though.
Yeah.
Who killed that lady that we started here in Green?
We never did figure that out, did we? That was
No.
Mm,
I think that was something the detective was looking into. Well,
looking into.
maybe.
yeah. Well, technically, who set her up to be killed because it was technically the cat that killed her from
But
eating.
Right,
The
but
cat was a
But
weapon.
yes.
Someone killed her.
it's who killed her is, or at least who put her in this
Who was
torture.
Who was
Yeah.
responsible for her
Yes.
death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Fun
I
movie.
know.
The book's fucked up.
He makes me laugh.
Makes me laugh.
Anything else you wish to see in Malgreen? No?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You guys will draw the connection to a close, leaving you in front of the mirror. So, any other things you would like to start looking for, or what have you? What is the
The
plan?
other lead boxes.
Ah, yes, the lead boxes. So, specifically the ones that are not in the church, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Not being protected.
Okay. So you guys have one. You know that for a fact. There were 6 in the church, which leaves 3 that you're unsure of. You know that at least the torso is definitely at the church, judging by the size of the boxes. And then probably a few other parts of limbs. You're not sure of the head. And then it becomes a question of what the hell else is stuffed into a box.
We can literally just look for the box with the head.
And use that and try to deduce past that point.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys will head towards the mirror and ask for the lead box containing the head of the vampire. Okay. Come here, Bean. You can step away from the monitor now.
She's baby. She can stay.
You look.
Let's see the occasional glimpse.
Yeah, she's too small. She isn't normally visible. So
Lily, you must slouch down and move your camera lower.
yeah, I must move my camera down lower.
Just go like this.
So
Oh, look at
asking,
her little ears.
Yup, asking to see the lead box with the vampire's head inside of it. The mirror will swipe you away towards what looks to be some kind of a tower of a sort. A particularly strange looking one though, octagonal. It has 8 sides, and then it has this part of the actual tower that kind of stretches in and goes towards like a tunnel that then goes onto a mountain itself. And it looks like it's been stashed inside of just a room somewhere inside of this tower.
Isn't that the
Another
Justice Tower?
That would be
Or
Bean,
the
please don't go over
elevator
there.
tower?
Thank you. That would be. Let me make sure I got the name right.
We've been there.
There's a
No, we
little
have.
tail. It's gonna whip me in the face.
The Justice Tower?
Where we met.
Yes. So you would remember it. It would be the tower in Orpheus. that goes towards the mountain.
Goes up in the mountain.
That's where
Should
Amador
we-
works.
Why is
It doesn't
Amador-
mean it's in his room. It's just where he works.
Oh, cool. I guess we're gonna be paying him a visit.
It wouldn't be too much of surprise.
We can let him know we're coming to visit, and then we go visit.
Do we?
I mean, we probably wouldn't be able to get in unless we told him we were visiting.
So is it in
Exactly.
someone's like office or is it in like a storage
No,
room?
It's not even a
The room-
storage room. It looks like a hidden room.
A hidden room.
It looks plain. It looks like stone. It looks like it is just big enough to hide something in
But
there.
It's
That's it.
hidden in underneath the same sigil of the usual circle, right?
In this situation, no, it's actually not hidden in that same sigil.
So it's just open in the area.
It is hidden
Okay.
behind a plain stone wall.
Do we take the chance that there's some sort of like magic field preventing teleportation? Because if we hop in and just grab it,
How
Well-
can we tell?
There is a potential way. If one of you that has familiar sends a familiar through, and then tries to dismiss it to the pocket dimension, that is a form of teleportation that would be blocked.
but hear me out. Can a familiar even go through? Have we done that? Because familiars are technically like summon like magic, and magic you can't like cast through the mirror, can you?
You're not sure. Because the thing is, a familiar is, yes, a summoned creature, but they're also, as of now, when they are here, they are here. They are a creature.
Yeah, they're an entity.
here. So you haven't tried it. It's worth a shot.
Well, which familiar wants to go in?
Maybe the one that won't kill us if something goes wrong.
I was gonna say I don't want to send Ruben because what if he manages to open the box and eat part of the vampire?
He has the most hit points, though.
He's pretty strong.
I would like an intelligence check from you all, actually.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Give me
just
one
roll
second.
intelligence, y'all.
What does
Yeah,
that
intelligence.
mean?
Just straight
Just roll your intelligence mod.
Oh,
That's a
Okay.
6 for me.
ability
no.
check, right?
Yep, ability check.
That's a 19.
As
Minus
Granny's
1,
heads are
so 18.
empty.
Yeah, Kaz and Granny, you're not too sure. Granted, one of you doesn't have a familiar, and the other one has a kind of familiar. Fitz, you have this what was that?
Jill's camera froze.
Uh-oh.
I didn't even know.
Camera, no.
I did because I noticed that the face was frozen in a weird expression. And they immediately would have been like, 20 run.
You're sitting there like, my friend is so predictable. I know exactly what they do.
True.
Am I wrong?
No, not at all. But
No.
still, I don't think they're going to appreciate being called out so accurately.
Yeah.
Jill,
Ignatius
eat a
can,
dick.
Ignatius cannot send Baloose because
Jill, you're
technically
back.
speaking, Find
Hey,
Seed
Jill.
works differently from familiars. You can't
So-
dismiss them.
Hold on,
Forgive
Jill,
me.
could you hear?
Kind of, okay. So sorry, I had to lean like this because Bean is currently stanced up looking directly at Jill's little square on Discord right now.
You're still muted.
So I need to say,
Jill's trying to fix some things. They keep
yeah.
trying to.
yeah, Jill's trying to fix something.
It's okay.
Forgive me for not giving this credit to this realization to Fitz, because Fitz is a different kind of intelligent compared to Darius. Fitz, you realize whatever familiar gets put through there, if you are right and it has something to stop teleportation, that familiar is stuck there.
That's why we don't put a familiar there.
That is why you don't put a familiar there that you care about, as Darius has a familiar that they don't care about.
Send him to hell.
don't like Luce. However,
Release us from his grasp.
he'll find a way back. He'll just let himself die and come back.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah,
It'll
but
take a
it's-
while. He'll have to die of starvation.
Yeah, come on.
No,
Yes.
We don't even know if the
Wait, he
thing
doesn't
is
even
resistant
start.
to anything.
Here's another
He's-
solution.
Every time I do something mean to him, he gets back at me.
Hold
Here's
on, Michelle.
Here's another solution.
Yeah.
Which is, not polymorph. I wild shape. I have 2 wild shapes, so I can wild shape. Get the item, put it in a bag of holding, wild shape again, run out of the building, get away from the building, and then
Right?
use...
No. That is a giant building full of the legal system.
If I wild
And-
shape back into an animal that they cannot
You don't
see.
have to wild shape to go in there. It's a hidden room. But the thing is that we don't know if you can get out.
If I can,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it probably has anti-magic.
Oh, well, then,
Yeah.
that a familiar don't care about isn't gonna help.
Yeah.
No, but
Technically
you
s-
going in there by yourself is a horrible idea on so
I'm not
many
saying
levels.
I go by myself.
Well, how else?
You
Exactly
literally,
what you were saying.
you
No, no,
literally
no,
That's
no,
just said
exactly
that.
what you said.
Okay, wait.
Can't wild shape with you.
Now, I'm not saying but everyone can come. I mean, I don't understand why we can't just. We have to go into the building anyway. Like, we can go and talk to Amador, and someone just splits off and goes.
We could ask him for.
What you are suggesting, there is such an easy solution, which is literally what Granny was about to say. Just ask the man. We literally have so much blackmail on him, it's ridiculous.
I was-
Why on earth would we go through the most asinine possible method we could go through for
Because
it?
it's fun. But anyway.
I don't want to be.
Heist.
Listen,
No, listen.
I don't want to be arrested. I just got my family back. They don't need me in jail.
I know. Listen, we can go visit Amador. We can ask him for help in retrieving this because we can put it somewhere that other people can't like get to. And what are we gonna do with it?
Yuck it in the material somewhere else.
Hey, one worry though. What if Amador is in on the plan? Like, he's in that group.
Then we kill him and move on.
Because
He was a
it seems
Stoneheart.
a little.
Well, but
What?
that doesn't mean he's part of the crazy ones.
But he just so happens to be in a spot where one of them was taken.
It's
Actually,
possible he's
correction.
responsible for hiding it.
We bring Hadrian with us and let Hadrian kill him.
No. We're not killing Amador.
If he's evil, we should kill him.
I don't think he's evil.
Well,
Listen.
Oh.
Everyone is.
Hold on a second. Jolly, were you about to say something?
I mean, if we're unsure, just cast divination if the man is trusting or not.
Look, I also did I not? No, I didn't prepare Zone of Truth, but I can prepare Zone of Truth.
Bean?
What?
How did you?
No,
No,
because if
I
there's
actu-
anti-magic in there, it's not gonna work anyway.
What's up, Bean?
We could cast
No,
Zone
but
of Truth on
divination-
him elsewhere.
Shush! Divination is a very good idea
That's what I'm saying.
preemptively. We don't have to do it in the same room as him. We can literally do it sitting in the cart.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like, that's why I hit my nose. I'm like, Jolly's correct.
Oh, I'm not looking up. I'm in the middle of trying to beat this level
Oh my God.
on my phone
Kaz is correct. Kaz
because
is
it's got a
right.
time limit.
Look,
mhm.
I don't trust him enough as also the guy that killed Roy in a mansion with hidden walls. Okay.
I agree with Kaz.
The fact that
Kaz-
he was standing outside where the circle of one of the lockboxes were is a
Yeah.
little suspicious. So, you know,
Actu-
I don't even know to trust him.
Actually, that does bring up a point. If you use divination, you could ask, if we were to teleport in there, would we be able to teleport out?
Fun fact: we can do it 2 questions because we have 2 people who can do it, so you can ask them.
So, you can explicitly see if teleportation is blocked out of that space.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you ask one, and I'll ask you the other.
Okay.
Which one do you
What's
want to
the
ask?
second? What are we?
We're asking if Amador can be trusted.
Okay.
In terms of, is he part of the Stoneheart vampire clan,
Mhm.
or is he trusted as in did he hide these parts for a reason? Right. Okay. The second question is whether to be teleporting or using magic in the tower
Yeah.
safely in there. Okay.
Mhm.
So I will ask the Amador question.
I will ask
You
the
can ask.
teleportation question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay, good plan.
It only took us yelling at each other to get here.
Hey, that was in character.
yeah, in fairness, a good chunk of that yelling was in character, including the one where you're like, I don't want to get arrested, I just got my family back. Which is a perfectly justifiable thing to be like, hey, no, this is a terrible idea.
And if we can teleport out with the box, then Fitz can go in and I can use non-detection, so even if there are alarms
What?
in there, they will not be triggered.
Come on, girl. It's okay.
Because non-detection also protects you against things like the alarm spell or
It does?
area-based
I didn't
crime.
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Non-detection is a
immune.
very, very good spell.
It's a good
Or-
I
spell,
will also
bro.
remind that I
It's
have
rarely used.
the amulet of proof against detection, which hides me from all divination magic.
Yep.
Which I think would also include the alarm spell if that's the case.
Yeah. So you two would be safe.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So,
had nondescript, so no one would remember who I was.
that's also fair.
Yeah.
I have beans in my cubicle. So,
Being can
which
have
of
it.
you would like to go first? Kaz or Fizzy?
I think Kaz is the better one because if we can trust him, it leads us with more ammunition and possibly being able to change the wording on the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaz,
Okay.
you cast divination, and you are going to ask the question. What is
Can
it?
Amador be trusted?
You will get a response back as you see you get this sensation that yes, he can be trusted.
Like a good feeling, kind of trusted.
Yep, like a good feeling that yeah, you can trust him. You absolutely can.
Can anything trick divination real quick out of character?
No. Let me answer that like this. If there is, I'm not aware of it. Yeah, if it's possible, I haven't heard of that, so I wouldn't be concerned.
Okay.
God, I have to be so careful. Bean has laid down right behind my rolling chair.
Oh, yeah, that's part of being a cat owner.
You're stuck there now.
I am.
Ask Joe about how many times the cats lay behind the wheels.
Now, Fizzy, you were going to follow up with the second question. Does that answer change your question at all?
I mean, should I? If we can trust him. I mean, well, now we know that if the answer to the second question is also yes, we have options. Basically. So, would I be able to teleport safely out of the tower, whatever it's called?
You ask this question, and you will get a foreboding feeling that the answer is no. You will not be able to leave if you try to teleport in.
Okay, so teleportation is not an option.
So it isn't that easy.
We'll have to go to Amador.
Yep.
I get the feeling they did this so that the other cultists don't find this body part easily either.
I mean, especially with the teleporting blocked, it's a fairly safe place because this tower is official government business, you'd have to have a lot of pull. But on the other hand, there are government people in on it, so probably
that means that somebody in that building is in on the whole thing.
Not
not
necessarily.
just someone with connections to it or to the tower itself.
Or it was put there by someone who built the tower,
That's-
whenever that was.
That's what I meant.
Could be the Devereaux family as with the other hidden boxes. Remember, the whole family was killed off essentially in various accidents. Short time after the construction was done.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, you guys do have ways to teleport to locations. So in theory, if you guys wanted, you wouldn't really have to just make the train ride all the way to Balric to talk to Amador if you wanted. If you really wanted to, you could use the mirror, step through, and then get out of the tower and teleport back if you so wanted to. Alternatively, you could go for a train ride. It's entirely an option. And from Gyurostela to Orpheus to Belric, I mean, 10 o'clock in the morning, then that would be... well, to be honest, you wouldn't be able to make it until tomorrow.
We should probably at least contact Amador about it.
Oh, for sure.
There might be some legal things that need to be filed to go down into that area, and he could get it started even if we don't say exactly what it is that we're seeking down there.
Salvador in Belgic or Orpheus? I thought he was in Orpheus.
He is... Oh, sorry, he's in Orpheus. I am so sorry. That was my bad.
Okay.
I want you to know, I thought I was going insane and just
No.
went with it.
That was genuinely a complete fucking blank on my part. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You can make it there by today if you wanted to. I'm sorry. That was on me. That was all on me.
Hey guys, don't worry. It's definitely a well.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Shut the fuck up.
What a pull.
Shut up.
It's been a while.
That's a pull. That's a pull.
You do not want me to start getting going on all the mistakes you've made.
Buddy, I know how many mistakes I make. I am a walking mistake. You're
I am
gonna
aware
have
of all
to
the mistakes I make too. I have to live with them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So are we using
Typo in the group chat. Get his ass.
Fuckers.
Connor's first and biggest mistake inviting us all to be players.
Yeah. I made friends. What a
To
mistake.
be clear, Connor didn't invite me. Jill invited me.
Oh.
No. In fairness, like Jill brought up the idea, and I was like, no, you can bring him in. That was
Yeah.
basically how it went. You know,
But it's
Yeah.
still Jill's fault.
Well, Connor explicitly invited me.
I did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if y'all want to like shoot him ascending right now and see if he's available, that is an option. Go ahead.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
do.
I would say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just calm
Yeah.
down.
Darius is just gonna say, "Hey, Amador, are you available right now to chat?"
Yes, I am available to have a conversation.
Well,
If you
Darius is gonna walk
wish.
over to the mirror and just.
Such a power
My
move,
dog,
honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason to spend all my sendings and all my rushed incants on it. Come on. Up, Amador.
Is it just going to be you, or are you going to bring the rest of your
The rest of them are
compatriots as
back
well?
there.
Hi.
Well, feel free to bring them through. You will see Amador. He's in his office. But the two changeling guards that he had are not here.
Are you not feeling threatened anymore?
No, I suppose you can say I am not feeling as threatened. No. Do all of you step into Amador's office?
I don't see why not. Do we not want to, like, leave the cart?
I mean, we can
Defend this.
literally have the cart come
I-
to
Yeah,
us.
Mhm.
I figured
Or
it would be on
teleport back
its
to
way
it.
regardless, but
Hold on,
I was
Jill's
gonna say if we need to leave it somewhere, Kaz's family's right there,
that's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and if we
again,
wanted a safe teleport out,
Yeah, that is
like
also
if something
true.
goes
Yeah.
down,
Again,
Yeah.
it won't be a loose cart left there, because if Blues is left there who doesn't need to eat, it'll look like there's a horse with the cart.
All right.
So
Well, yeah, then yeah, if we're all ready, we can step through and.
yes.
Mm.
And
Bayless will
out,
just give a little word to the cart to go to the carnival.
out of character, the threat is probably not as big anymore, because all of the Stoneheart killings are happening in like
Yeah.
Tehran and stuff like that.
Howdy.
Yes, hello. It is nice to see you all. I'm not familiar with your armored friend.
Oh, that's Iggy.
Ignatius.
Ignatius
be-
Tamarel.
First things first, he's a realist.
And he be
Uh,
trusted.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't steered us wrong yet. If not, we'll kill him later. No offense.
Amador is going to be getting up, and he's going to move over towards his door, and he's going to close the doors, and he's going to lock them both.
Can we check if we're not?
He's
spied
locking
on,
the
please?
door?
Yeah, he's locking the doors.
I don't like that.
What was that, Kaz?
Can we check if we're not being scried on?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll cast see invisibility real quick. Oh wait, no. You can
I
do it a
have
lot
it.
quicker than I can. Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. Just pop the invisibility there. Because I don't have to ritual cast it.
It keeps me from wasting rusting can'ts.
So you cast see invisibility, and you will not immediately see anything, Ignatius.
There are no sensors in the area.
I am not taking any risks. And he will see. He'll open up a drawer in his desk, and he'll take out this runestone. And you'll see that he kind of reads from it, and you watch as it cracks and falls apart. And suddenly, this inky blackness starts to descend along the floor, and then up the walls, and then along the ceiling. And you see this kind of almost like mist start to emit from the surface.
I could have just made us a tiny hut.
It's private sanctum.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's also a good one.
It's made to
Nothing else.
prevent people from looking in or attempting to look in.
What's going on? Like,
I
we've
am
got
not-
shit, but
Being completely honest with you all, because I did not know if I could trust you.
rude, but okay.
Okay, you
Wow,
can't say
shock.
that, Darius.
You don't
You
say.
literally didn't trust him until 5 minutes ago.
I mean,
Yeah.
still don't really trust him.
I still
There-
don't trust him.
There is This is a complicated situation, much more complicated than I feel I could explain without this privacy.
More or less complicated than the dead queen coming back to life.
I'm going to say on par.
Okay, go ahead.
He's going to walk over to a wall, and he's going to move down several decorative slats, and you'll watch as it slides down.
He's part
There's
of the
a-
damn thing.
And there is a lead box behind a wall.
Sorry.
Oh,
I don't think he's. I don't know if he's part of it. I just know he has a box. I don't know this means that he's a part of it. Why would he show it to us if he was a part
It's
of it?
not. It's not that he's a part of it. I think he's part of the protectors.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And-
He's not part of the like.
Darius is still gonna go, oh, Amador.
Yeah, that.
You
This-
had the head the entire time?
This is
Yes.
what we came here for.
Yeah.
And you all have the arm.
We do.
How do you know we have the arm?
How do you know that?
Because they know you have the arm.
Oh goody.
Oh.
So you know that? Double agent?
I was
mean, the
brought
stone.
into their organization.
I mean, he is was a Stoneheart.
The Stonehearts have nothing to do with it.
Oh, that's probably
They're
a
a
all
good
poli-
thing.
they're a political
politicians.
tool. That's all they are. The Stonehearts had nothing to do with it. It had everything to do with that damn party and that fucking mistake I made killing Roy.
But to be fair, he seems to be doing well in hell.
All right, hold on.
Lovely. Great.
How does this link back to Roy? And your
Because Roy had the seat that I have before I killed him. And then I killed him. And
You
I
inherited
became
the
his
seat.
seat.
Oh, so-
Well, you
Roy
didn't
was
know.
involved with it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
was really
had
shitty.
it. That's why he had that weird symbol on his roof. I didn't know what it was at first, but now I do. Now I know exactly what it is.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Side tangent. Everything in this room stays here, correct?
There's a reason why I cast that spell, and there's
Cool,
a
'cause
reason
I'm
why
about
I
to say
had
some-
it.
There's some things I'm about to say that's really illegal, so I'm gonna need you to be calm for a minute. Hadrian has been killing these people.
What?
No, shh,
Wait a
be
sec.
cool. Be cool.
What do you mean? He's been killing
Don't-
these people.
Don't.
Shut
Why
up.
did you have to say his name? You could have just said, we know who's been doing it, but now you've outed him.
Oh,
Forget
like,
you
he's
heard
go-
that.
He's gonna find the one person. Yeah, 'cause there's only one person named. We're
If
gonna
anything
move-
happens to him, it's on your shoulders. And I
Yeah.
will hold it against you forever.
That's fine. We got bigger fish to fry right this second.
You could have just used a code name. You'd have to out him with his full legal name.
I didn't use his full legal name. I used his first name.
So you've been a part of the organization that wants to raise the first vampire
By accident.
by accident, and
It's the
It is-
Santa
at
Claus.
the same time, you've also been holding on to the head. This is Santa Claus.
Santa, and now I want to bring the first vampire back to life. Oh man.
Wow! I didn't expect the Santa Claus to be TTG.
Now we gotta save Christmas, guys.
Wait, where's the hot emphasis?
Yeah, wait, where's the hot elf? Bernard. Bernard.
Santa's actually White Crown all along.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I miss my crown.
I'm so sorry, but like that's the plot of the Santa Claus.
No,
So-
that's the
so
funniest
wait.
conclusion you could have made, dude.
So wait, so technically Roy was originally part of the Stoneheart. Is that right? Or is that
No,
It's
different
not the
organization.
Stoneheart, it's the
There- Let me explain.
okay?
The people that you're talking about is they have taken to calling themselves the Brotherhood of the Chain, and the entire purpose of their organization is to always be only 12 people leading it. And their entire purpose was to rule from behind the scenes.
Wait,
So
wait.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you a question,
Yes.
and this is very important. And Kaz, I need you to not jump him immediately if the answer's yes. Did you hire the changeling to steal what was on Roy's roof?
No, I wasn't
Oh,
even
thank
involved
God.
at that point.
Oh, thank God.
Oh God.
No, at
You
that
can't
point in time, I wasn't prepared. From what I figured out, it was meant to be a break-in that happened during the party. Just something that Roy could use to pretend that he wasn't involved. And then I killed him.
You killed Roy, and then you took Roy's place. It's the Santa Claus. It's like, it's truly. I'm so sorry, Connor.
The evil Santa Claus. Oh, so it's the second one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With the
know.
toy.
I
With the
genuinely
toy,
don't.
the Nutcracker Santa that takes over so he can go find a Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, homie, the more detail you give me, the more lost I get.
Don't worry about
I
it.
don't think I've
Seen the
ever seen the
movie.
second one.
I've only seen the first one.
I do have a question in terms of, do you know the identity of the 12 people of the, in this organization?
Yes, I do.
Is one of them Borja Matos?
He was. He certainly was.
So that
Well,
reading
that
from
we-
Granny's thing? Is that
Oh my god.
Oh.
Fix?
Does that, Attica,
What's
does
that?
that mean Frog is the new seed?
Frog is the
Oh.
new seed.
Wait a minute.
It's not
Um,
frog. I don't think it's
It's-
frog.
I feel
I
you are
think
all
they-
misunderstanding the whole selection process.
Well, that was out of character.
It's not just the act of killing another person
Oh,
that does it. It's
Okay.
they look for people who would do best to act in a certain needed seat to help oversee those kinds of matters. Roy was, for all of his faults and all of his problems, he was a financial genius. He knew exactly how to make sure money got to the right spots at the right times. There's no avoiding that. And I am an excellent candidate for maintaining neutrality and law. I spent my entire career attempting to make sure that happened. It was my life. This is what I wanted. It's all people who are the best at something they do that makes that group of people perfect at controlling from a much higher level.
And why are you in the Brotherhood?
Because I was a good match. That is really all there is to it. I was a good match for what they wanted. And once
Did
they
they
found
just
out
drop the head off to you when they figured that out?
No, I volunteered to take it. That was later.
Well-
Much later.
So the only real way to truly get rid of the organization would be to simultaneously kill all of the implicit or complicit members, so that way they would not be able to find replacements or nominate them.
It doesn't need to be simultaneously. They still haven't filled Borja Matos' seat.
This needs to be quick.
Yes.
But why are you working with them then?
Because
I
on some
imagine-
level, I thought maybe they could help mend the borders. To help make North Ekes and South Ekes finally put this all aside.
And then they were like,
I was wrong.
Hey, we're gonna raise the
Hey.
first vampire.
Weird question, Amador. Are you the only dwarf?
Yes. Well,
Hey,
not entirely. There is a half dwarf, another.
hey, Fitz. Do you remember that whole prophecy thing you saw?
I do.
You have a bad feeling that it was probably either Borja or Amador you saw in it?
Well, it's like vague inclinations of the people that were in it, but could have been. I don't know. Is it bad taste to ask for the head now.
I would recommend that it not go with you.
What do you plan on doing it?
No.
Nothing.
Are you,
Leaving it
It's-
here.
are you planning?
If it
Sorry.
allow me to continue. If this moves from its position and does not go to where they're collecting them all, they will know that I betrayed them. And at which point, they're going to try and make the plans go faster. If it is stolen, they will try to make the plans go faster and kill all of you to collect the other one you also have.
Is there one in particular that you would call a cutthroat? Someone who's more quick to action than the rest of you.
Or
Quick action.
much stronger in their ideals.
They're all strong in their ideals in their own way. And it is just different. They all believe in trying to make.
I think you should tell us who's in all, who the whole group is.
Fitz is gonna slide his like journal across the desk and tap it and be like, if you could just write down all their names, that'd be grand.
That would be doable.
And let's just keep investigating and figuring out ways we could stop this going forward.
So, hold on. Just for clarity's sake, they know you have the head because they gave it to you. Do they know where
Yes.
you hid it?
Perhaps. If they wanted, I'm confident they could manage to find it. It would not be difficult. Not for them. But recent events have made things more difficult for everything to be done.
Oh, you mean like the dragon burning down Margarine?
Well,
Mean.
the changelings that they were using to go about
Oh, we
act
stopped their
as their soldiers
we stopped
no
was us.
longer are able to work for them.
Yeah, we may
Oh,
have
the
destroyed that factory.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm aware.
Mm,
I am aware.
Oh, were they bitchy
And-
that we did it?
Oh yes.
Good.
They've been calling for your head for the entire this entire time.
good.
This is, you know what this is? This is a group of friends that has been separated into two group chats, and it's like, yeah, well, they're kind of pissed that like this happened. And it's like, oh, have they been talking shit about me? That's so funny. Oh my god, because you know what? That's so funny.
Honestly, that's a smug satisfaction that we've pissed them off.
This might sound like a fairly idiotic topic, but humor me for a bit. This first vampire is immortal,
Yes.
and sunlight greatly stints their regeneration and ability to move and can even damage them.
No.
Not this first one, I'm guessing.
No. He was so much more powerful than any of the descendants. At least that is what it's said.
Well, what I was thinking of is that why not bring that weakness as much as possible and cause the pieces to reform somewhere as close to the sun as possible? If we could open a portal with Mir into that place and cause the pieces to gather there so that they would combine, if that first vampire was trapped up there in close proximity to the sun, then being a living creature, they would not be able to resurrect it anywhere else through any revival spells, and no one would be able to reach it up there.
I believe you're overcomplicating this, to be honest.
Frown.
Does anyone else here speak Undercommon besides Fizzy?
I understand words of it.
Let me check. I do
was
not.
mainly checking just in case we had to talk outside of this room. It's not as well spoken.
No,
But
it isn't.
I do not.
okay.
I can give you all the names.
Wait. So if we have the
Yes.
names, right? We
Correct.
can go after the like getting rid of.
Yeah.
They can't. They haven't as. He said that they haven't even gotten rid of. They haven't even replaced the last guy. So if we
Yes.
get rid of them to the point where they can't replace people because there's not enough time, we can stop the plans. We already know they're
Yes.
after us, so we might as well go after them.
That would also be a concerted effort, though, for if we start to specifically target those members, they'll know that the identities were revealed, which would mean
Oh.
this man here would need to be protected.
Or die as well.
Mm. You're willing
You
to
always
die?
fake your death.
I can do that.
Fake it.
Faking
do
my
that.
death was going to be my preferred option, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I have feigned death, so I can.
I
do
don't
that.
like the idea either.
We can also make the deaths look like accidents.
I don't know if that's quite our style.
You will make
I don't know if we.
you will make 10 people die and make it all look like accidents.
That's
Try.
unlikely.
Unlikely, however, that does give me some thoughts. If we start going after some of the members, kill some of them, and then fake Amador's death, where using that spell where he can't be detected as alive, then
I
that
have
would
that.
add to it and make it seem like he was another victim
In
rather
which
than
case,
being implicit.
one of the people left behind would still be suspicious in their eyes.
Commodore,
Yeah.
Yes.
Turn them against each other.
out of curiosity, is one of the people that you're writing on this list involved with the family?
Yes.
Hey, we also found our traitor.
Do
We
they
actually-
happen to wear a maroon cloak and the wreath in green flame?
That is his method of hiding his face, yes.
This motherfucker!
Wait, if we have his name, we can just give that to.
Yeah,
we
we can
just
give it to
show
him.
Yeah.
the Goliath Oreo list and be like, does any of these names seem familiar to you?
You know
And
these
then
guys?
We're trying to orchestrate this so it can look like accidents, right?
Mhm.
Or at
Give that name
least
to the-
we give it to his father. It just looks like in a family conflict.
Exactly. We just give it to him.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the name he wants.
We
and that's
sick
the-
Oriole in these guys. That guy's strong as fuck.
He accordion that woman.
Not all of them,
I'm
but
gonna
at
turn her
very
into a
least,
nothing.
not all of them, but at very least that one. We could
Yeah.
continue finding their weak points if we know
Yes.
their names, and then slowly but surely make it look
But
like
we at
outside
least have
accidents.
one thing that we have at least one thing
Yes.
where we can just like be like, hey,
We might need to arrange a private meeting between Amador and
mm-mm,
Oriel.
Mm.
If
Don't want them
No.
seen together.
no.
No.
We need to
if
protect Amador's.
this list is to be believed for specifically that individual.
Also, Amador, I
Oh.
think you should write your name down as well. So if
Just
the
in
list-
case they see
I
the
had-
list. And...
I had every intent to do so.
Okay. I was just if they don't need to know who wrote it, you know.
Guys, I'm so glad we're gonna get to figure out what's going on, so that way we can see that hot Goliath
Oh
again.
my god.
I mean,
You're
we already
married.
Yes, and my husband fully endorses me doing what I want.
We can
Alright.
see the hot Goliath now. We have the name. We can call him right now and go to him. I'm just saying.
Priorities.
We also can't go to him because, well, we would have to teleport back to the.
I don't
Was
even know.
this is the same morning that Kaz
Yes.
called in
Yes.
Uber, right?
Yeah, it's been a very
Yes.
busy
Okay.
day.
This is I can use my teleportation circle one more time and then I'll have to short rest to get my spell shots back.
Oh no,
Okay.
you have to like take a nap.
Amador, do you have a trusted individual who is able to replicate magic items?
You mean someone who can creative forgery.
Well, no. Replicate their effects. You see, a spell such as Feign Death will only work for a certain period of time, after which you'll need some manner that will prevent you from being scryed upon. Such as the item that Granny has now. If you could get one for yourself to use during that time afterwards, that would help keep suspicion off of you.
Well, you don't necessarily need to be concerned with that. And he will kind of pull something out of his pocket and he'll show an amulet of non-detection that he does have on his person.
I do have a question, Amador.
Yes.
Do you know at least one of those people that framed my uncle for this?
The simple fact of the matter is that it most likely was a plan that they all made, if I was to assume. And, in all honesty, Roy was most likely also involved in that plan.
I'm glad he's
Did.
fucking dead.
It did happen at his estate.
That would explain why he invited the carnival, at least, because if he knew Dawn was there, and they could frame him.
It still leads to the question. Wait. What if one of them is the new, they're called Queen and King bitches, right?
King Dick, I think.
King Dick. I don't like that you just said like that, is it?
Yes.
That's
One
why
of-
your uncle got framed.
One of the guys in this list is the King Dick?
Yep. Easiest way to make sure that we kept Thornhurst under control was to be in charge of Thornhurst.
And it's why Thornhurst hasn't moved, despite being a nomadic city.
And
It moved recently, just to a spot that was easier to keep an eye on.
Where the fuck is it?
Currently, we have it over here. And he will mark off a little spot on the map, right here.
And honestly,
right near Hargrak and right between it and Outpost Hierro.
that should be one of the last people we target, as their occupation makes them one of the least trustworthy and thereby one of the ones that the rest will suspect most heavily. And it would not be difficult to find a similar-minded person in their line of work and abilities to replace them. The ones who are left should be the ones who are the most paranoid and least trustworthy.
Well, if you give me some time, I can get your list. I will have to write it down. Connor needs to get the names together.
As long as we're guaranteed the list, like he doesn't like die before he gives us the list.
Oh no.
then I don't care.
No. I ain't fucking with you like that.
I mean,
Oh my god,
theoretically,
he's
we're
having a
getting
stroke!
theoretically we're getting
heart
the list
attack.
now, and we're leaving with it, so there's no trace that he gave it to us.
God damn it, Connor, I should have asked for a death note from he.
Fuck off.
Can I have a
Not
death note, please?
happening.
Oh my god,
Now.
they also have heart attacks. Whoa.
Oh my god. Hey, that's never happening in my game ever.
You're not megalomaniac enough to properly play the character of using it.
Yeah.
You have no idea what Daenerys would do to get rid of the problems that they're having right now. She wants to retire again, man. She was living a good life with a dog that she brought as a mount.
You wouldn't have a good life using the Death Note. That's specifically one of the things that happens. You're destined to nothing but misery.
Be
you
haunted by
use it.
Shinigami. You'd have Ryuk over your shoulder your whole life begging for fucking apples.
Are you sure you don't want Willem Dafoe over your shoulder the entire time?
Yeah.
I mean, Willem Dafoe apparently does have a big...
No.
No!
No, we're not. Stop
No!
it.
No!
This is The worst detail to appear in my game.
Can we play D&D again, please? Can we stop
Yes.
talking about Will Dafoe and fucking Death Note?
So he would definitely be an elf because of the last name, right?
Defoe, yeah. Yeah, he would be at least elven descent. But would you want? Is there? Do you have other questions I can attempt to answer for you all?
Hmm.
I'm desperately trying to think.
Are they all in Ace? Or do we have to go to other countries for this?
No, they. Everyone here is. They are nationalistic in a way. They want the nation to be joined together. They are in Ace.
What does the family member get out of this? And the King Dick.
I couldn't say.
Presumably power or influence or something of the sort.
It's easier to control criminal elements if you are part of the criminal element. That's my guess.
Well, that explains why they were invited, but it doesn't explain why they agreed.
And also, it doesn't really explain their end goal, because their end goal basically is going to end
That maroon,
at least
yeah.
life on Ekis.
Well, that maroon cloaked guy didn't seem very into the vampire plan.
That leads me to the entire purpose of the vampire. The initial, from what I've seen in old documents, idea behind it was to use it as a threat. Behave or else.
But someone in that 12
decided that the best option
Yes.
is to go ahead with the or else.
And you don't know which one it is, or do you?
I don't. By the time I was there, the idea and the plan was already in motion.
There is something to the mentality of either I win or nobody wins. And I believe that would be the intent of releasing it. Are any of these 12 involved with the secret police in the South?
Please say no.
At the top of the list, you can see the name Avec Vidal.
Oh my god!
Male elf.
Damn it! Darren sees that name and goes,
I knew it.
do you have something to drink in here, Amador?
No, I had to take it out of my office.
Here, you can have my flask.
Hey,
I guess that
this is a
explains
gift to
why-
Darius because she gets to kill Avec.
I mean, that explains why they knew where their spouse was.
I need you to understand, Amador. That man is currently holding me hostage.
I
You've
know.
just given. You've. Wait. He told.
I can't believe an elf is
That-
behind the.
That that also explains why he would have an interest in getting rid of another member of the council if you wish to replace them. Probably didn't agree with Borja Matos and knew his stance there and wished to have him done away with. As far as the person you're trying to get out of that prison, they might be dead. Who knows?
I don't.
They're not gonna kill their scapegoat.
No, and I don't think Avec could get away with that. He's currently in the prison, and we would know if he was moved.
We do have a reluctant ally in the police force down there.
Yes.
What's his name? M something?
Lieutenant. Hold on, he's in our quest
It's not
log.
like Marcus. What is it?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, I remember what's in the quest log sometimes, motherfucker.
No.
Yeah.
I that was not me being taunting. That was me being happy. You guys remembered, yeah.
You know, it is a very good thing now that he didn't say anything about the queen being revived to
Oh.
Avec.
It's actually Captain.
Marceau?
Marceau
Marceau Tess.
Tess.
Marceau Tess.
Captain
Pass.
Marceau.
He is technically a reluctant ally. We may be able to not bring in fully, but at least get enough help when needed. Since he's not on this list, and judging from how he acted, I don't think he is involved in this.
And we
Probably
did
too
earn his
low.
trust a little bit.
Yeah, he's
We-
probably too low within the police structure, and also too resolute to his cause.
Well, this doesn't go against his cause.
He was a lieutenant before this. He got promoted for arresting Kaz's uncle.
I will say, Marceau Tass is not on this list.
No, I didn't figure. Which means, and he's been suspicious from the beginning about this, despite it giving him an elevated status.
Yeah.
That makes me think
Yeah.
we can trust him at least enough to investigate towards Havoc.
I will point out, like, in terms of like not telling people things, there's a reason we don't tell people things. Is we don't trust a ton of people.
No, that's
Good
why.
reason.
That's why I'm saying, when we work with certain things, we don't tell anyone the whole truth. We just tell the truth to people we need to trust enough, and only the part pertaining to what they need to know.
Like, yeah, like if we show the list to we don't tell them what it is. We just tell them that the traitor is on this list of 12. That's all we tell Oriole.
No, we don't have to do that. We can just tell him he knows who his kid's name is.
Mhm.
Right, but we don't. So we're gonna have to give him the list of the names of the 12
Yeah,
names.
I don't
We
think he's
know
gonna.
their name.
I think.
Yeah, we don't have to tell him what it is.
I
how
think we
got
can.
it.
In terms of this, we can.
Amador knows who the person in the green cloak is.
Oh,
That's why he's
true.
writing.
I forgot. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
Amador can just tell us which one it is, so that way we don't have to give the whole. No. We're not giving this whole list to anyone. Hard
Yeah.
stop. I don't care what situation it is.
Yes. Since
What's
we've
up?
been digging into it, we can just say that we found the name of the person in the green cloak on our own.
Okay.
What's up?
Jill?
What's up, Fitz?
Fitz.
Apologies if I missed this. I've been in my own head. Why would Avik want Borhamatos dead?
That is a wonderful question.
Well, Bohamatos
He-
was against the unification.
Wait.
Oh.
What?
We were given a direct order to kill Borja Matos to get something we wanted. By Avik.
From Avik.
He knows he's dead, but Avik's the one who told us he wanted it. We didn't do it explicitly because he told us. We were just using it to our advantage once we'd already killed him.
Huh.
That doesn't make any sense.
Avik ordered the hit.
Unless Avik
One
is
was-
also a double agent.
It's that, or they were planning to use that as a trap for you all, but I wasn't aware of anything like that being set up.
There were quite a lot of people in there.
We
along with the
did before
dragon.
before we killed him. He was talking to the one in the the maroon cloak with the
Maroon
green
cloak.
flame.
And, to be fair, the rune cloak cast a singular spell and then left. And I chased after them, spoke with them. They never threatened me. They did, however, leave with a dragon.
Yeah, a blue one
They
that
took a
they were
dragon,
using to build the changeling stuff.
so they
What I
just
think
took
you
it.
all need to understand here, is that I think everybody on this list is playing their own games.
They are.
Yes.
Great.
That being said, I am curious now. Why would Avik want Borjas dead?
Because he wants to bring someone else in.
Well,
She
also,
wanted.
the Stonehearts are against unification, which would somewhat conflict with the goals of most of these people for presiding over a unified continent.
But maybe Avik has someone that he has in mind.
I
But
think-
also, the plan changed. It went from unification to simply overthrowing with the first vampire.
Mhm.
So
I
the
think
conflict.
And
I could probably get Avic in a private meeting, not to talk specifically about everything in this room, but to poke and prod why he wanted Borjas dead and what his plan was after.
I will also
I
point
trust
But you know
out
what?
that most of the people working on this are not dwarves.
I'm
Mhm.
also. I don't know if I want you in a room alone with him when
Oh, I wasn't
they
gonna
all
be
know.
alone.
Stretch.
And also, to be fair, I know what he'll say. He'll say exactly what he told us to begin with. He wanted a place on the throne, and he was an unworthy candidate, and needed to be taken out.
If it was a trap, though, we did avoid it by just doing our own thing.
Yeah. Or perhaps maybe Avik wants to draw more attention to us, so that we become a bigger issue.
I am going to paste the names I have right now. There were 2 that I had not completed. I needed to say.
Okay.
So fair warning. I put a little X near Borja Matos to show that he is deceased. That is the list of names that you have.
Yeah, which one's the one with the is king deck, by the way? I'm not entirely sure that list.
Well, if I recall correctly, it's the queen currently. It's Dorothy.
Dorothy?
And
He's a genasi.
which one is our maroon cloaked friend?
My assumption is most likely Cloud.
No last name, so makes sense.
Mhm.
Can sending spells go out of this place?
No.
No.
Didn't figure.
Entire purpose of the spell is to make sure nothing goes in or out. I will say there is a name that you do also recognize on this list, by the way.
Is it the thorn?
It is Thorn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the.
There was a magic shop called Ash and Thorn, and the Fearbolg went missing recently.
That was also in Giron.
Correct. Not Giron. It was in Hargrak.
Hargrak, yes.
I don't remember
It was a magic shop that you didn't spend very much time in.
Yeah.
In fairness.
I will say we could also have a little bit of assistance if, for whatever reason, a bounty was put on one of these people, then we could get information about them from people who don't want to necessarily put their lives at risk fighting them, but do want to get some reward for stating where an individual has been. You would just need a legal reason for it.
The problem is that there's no way that would happen. A legal reason for it, if it had to go through me or anyone else, would be noticed by Avec, or should be noticed by me, in which case it should not exist.
I have a strange question, which will make sense to ask. Borja Matos, pardon my offensive, well, not offensive words, but my disrespecting of the dead, was a weak little man who died
Yes.
from one spell.
Yes.
How many others on this list would you qualify as weak little men, gender neutral, who may die from one spell?
Fair number, to be honest with you. Really, I would say the individual who has been working in the family, Cloud, and the queen bitch, Dorothy, they're likely to be 2 of the toughest ones. that
figured.
I know of for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Past that point, Avec is, as you already know, a investigator. He most likely did serve in the military for a time, and most likely has done his fair share of wet work. He is dangerous as well.
And he has
The Firbolg.
connections.
The Firbolg is a spellcaster, very strong one as well. Be careful. A few others, though, they're about as weak as could be.
Hey, Amador,
Yes.
was Matos the popular candidate to take the throne?
No, not necessarily. Borja Matos was a extremist. He ran on extremist ideals. He appealed to people who wanted to go back to what they knew, which happened to be a majority of the older population.
Maga.
He was a good distraction. He split a vote to the point where it became useless, basically.
That's Avic's motivation, then.
Mm.
Borjas had no purpose for him. Otherwise, he probably would have tried to have you killed at this point, too, if he didn't want anyone in the within government to be in this.
Yes.
I think in his
well,
mind, you're still useful.
And Borja may well have also been seen as inept in the department of subtlety, unable to keep the secret to all people, as this is something you can't even trust with your closest confidants.
I think you misunderstand. Borja was so good at his job because he wasn't subtle. He didn't
No.
allow himself to be subtle about his association with the Stonehearts. That made him such an appealing addition. The head should stay with me. I know that for a fact. I don't
can
think
stay
it would
with
be
you.
wise. I don't
It
think it
can
would be
stay
wise
with
to
you
take
for-
it anywhere else.
He can stay with you for now.
Yes, I have no intention of keeping it.
With this information, we need an excuse for why we were meeting with you. Perhaps related to information that we gathered about the changelings. That way you can pass it on.
You never did meet me.
Yeah, we're in there. No one knows we're here.
You appeared inside of my room. No one saw you enter.
As soon as the sanctuary drops, or private sanctum drops, we're disappearing.
I only put shielding on that little hidden room right there to make sure people couldn't slip their hands in. You could manage to get out of here.
Very well.
Yeah, we were gonna toss a familiar through to look at it, but
It would have been trapped in there. You do realize this, right?
yeah, we were gonna send Luke's.
What?
Although I would have apologized, it would have smelled like a dead cat in here afterwards.
It smells like a dead cat while alive.
Alive is a strong word for that thing.
He's quite rude. He's a rude.
Probably would have
cat.
insulted you through the wall.
Yeah.
Again, I can only apologize for deceiving you all and not putting you in the loop, but I had no reason to believe that you would be able to survive this.
I don't blame you.
To be quite fair, this is sort of a vindication for me because I didn't trust you from the very beginning, and now you give me a reason not to. But now you know, shared the truth with us, so it's a little bit better.
To be fair to you, Fitz, you were also the one who called it that he was the dwarf in the prophecy.
Again, didn't trust him, but it's fine. He told the truth now, so
Does it make you feel any better?
a bit. Just a bit. Little.
It shouldn't. Look, you have time to do whatever you want to do before things start going again. With the whole dragon that attacked, we have to put our plans on hold for a bit. We have to pay more attention to an active issue.
Yeah, we kind of dealt with that behind the scenes. We're kind of the reason why it stopped attacking.
Yes, well, even if it stopped attacking, they have no reason to believe it will stop. Even I don't.
Probably not, no. It's kind of pissed.
And since that is the case, they are going to be paying attention to that for the time being. If there is anything you all need to do first, do it. Because once you start fighting against them, I do not believe you're going to get much of a breath.
Guys, this is the part in the video game where you go to start the last quest and they go, make sure to finish any side quests before starting this.
This is me.
Several
I'm
cutscenes will play.
the save point.
Several cutscenes will play.
So,
Please
if
set aside
it's-
time.
If Fitz wants to get the poncho, we need to get that now.
How do I gotta get out of here?
Do we want to go
Need
on that
fucking
cave diving
poncho we were
tour?
promised it 50 sessions ago.
Yeah,
Or
out of character. That was me doing exactly what Jill just made a joke about. If you start going and killing these guys, the ball is rolling, and if you stop paying attention to it, what happens, and it's not because of me, it's because you guys stop paying attention to it.
So cool. We're fighting
Whatever-
my sister first.
Yeah, exactly. If you have in-character things, do the in-character things. If you have stuff you want to do, do it. If the moment you start going down this quest line, there is no stopping. This is me, the GM, telling you, please bear that in mind.
yeah.
We shouldn't give the name to...
Nope.
Oreo.
Yeah, no,
Not-
not yet. No.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
Okay, well, here's a question for God. Would you
Don't remember my name, please?
would you recommend maybe going after the dragon first, God?
No.
Maybe God? No? Okay, cool.
They'll both, either one are too big. The problem will get worse for the other. So
Yeah, that's exactly it. This is the decision point. You can go after the dragon, cool. If you do, the issue with the vampire is going to get worse. You go after the vampire, the issue with the dragon's going to get worse. This is
side quests.
Yeah, this is Connor setting up the 1-2 punch of the first bad guys and then the second one that you get to have a final fight against.
Side quest time.
But you call it side quests. It's also your character quests. Hello?
I know.
It's like, y'all got shit to deal with.
yeah.
Hey, we can go meet Beauty.
Yeah, let's go be Beauty.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
We need to break Kaz's uncle out of jail.
He's still a sword. Sorry.
We need to take him out of jail. We need to go meet the sword dragon. We need to save
My
Fizzy's sister. Wait, Granny? Is there anything pending for you right now?
The guy.
That guy is probably gonna pop up again.
The guy that's haunting Granny. Iggy's stuff.
Technically, the cult stuff is also not a threat right now. That can probably wait until after we deal with the vampire and then do it. Because that requires a lot
Not a
of
threat yet.
travel.
So we're gonna take Iggy off that list.
Yeah.
Granny, we're gonna put you sort of on the list.
Well, I'm a very wait and see kind of quest.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm great. My character backstory stuff's done. I solved my cases.
I'm so happy for you.
To be fair, my big character conflict is over. My quest right now is just go meet my second dad.
And
Actually,
all-
he's
is
hot.
Connor, I just realized my suitcase or my trunk that's full of all my supplies from the Underdark. I can just use the mirror to get it now.
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Guys, we're gonna have so much poison material.
So the next
I
thing
use those
should
to kill
be-
people.
The next
Yes,
thing
Michelle?
should be theoretically is finding my sister. At this point,
Why? We don't have any real leads on that right now.
We have
You have a mirror.
leave a mirror. I can go see where she is.
Mhm.
At this point, what else are we? You know.
I mean, the mirror applies to everyone's thing, though.
Yeah.
well, we can also. I would advise let's get you like a crystal ball or whatever, so
Yeah.
you can scry on your sister, and
Yes.
maybe like get more information that way because we need to kind of gauge the threat level and how like and if we can tell kind of what she's under, like if there's any
Yeah.
spells or whatever.
Yes. So
Mhm.
it's breaking Dawn out of jail and then.
Do we really want to though?
He's
Because
honestly
wouldn't that
safer in there probably.
He's
it would raise suspicion?
Dawn's
That's
not
true.
gonna be saved until we kill the
Yeah.
Brotherhood. I'm
yeah.
Ugh. Dawn is main
Jolly-
quest.
Jolly does have the biggest tie to the main quest. Yes, sorry.
Oh my god! Kaz is the mercy of this campaign.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're the Rudy. Darius is
I
the
always-
Rudy.
I always select gray characters to be the main string for the quest.
Is that
Yeah.
because you miss smoke?
No.
The, my
I
own
do.
analogy.
I
for
miss
this-
smoke.
Yeah.
So, having an idea of what is to come, you guys will
Oh.
see that the coloration that's been on the floors and walls and ceiling begins to melt away as the spell begins to fade. And Amador will kind of give you all a nod to tell you that now is about the time to leave. Fitz cast magic circle, and you guys will all teleport
Teleportation circle.
from Orpheus back to your tower and then back to the cart. And we'll be picking that up next session. Congratulations, all of you will level up to level 10.
Yay!
What do I get at level 10?
Woohoo!
Fuck, I
Fuck,
don't remember.
I gotta look up.
On that note, bye
We will be-
stream.
Let me sign off first.
I'm letting you
No.
sign off.
Thank you
Don't
all so
worry.
very-
Stream.
Get out of here.
Fuck off. We have to level now.
Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. If you do, pass the word around, tell your friends. We stream regularly, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Everything gets uploaded onto Spotify. If this is your forte, you can follow us on Blue Sky. We are Dicefunctional. But pass the word around, tell your friends. And with all that said, bye. Say bye, stream, guys.
Bye stream.
Bye.
Bye, stream.
Bye.